It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next is Xavier Howard. And nothing unlucky about this. He's got 13 picks this season. It's the Dolphins and the Bills under the lights on Monday night.
Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Now Castillo throwing to start the drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Here's Castillo looking to throw on second down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Back to throw. Castillo. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game. Clearly something was off in the execution of the needs. They got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, that was at 5 last week, but 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick, but I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, open man is Samuel, complete. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Allen. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken at the 46. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Castillo. And this is caught by Watkins.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Rolling to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On play action, Allen completes it to Samuel.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First and goal from just inside the 5. Here's Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Castillo. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Bills to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 15 carries, 61 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. On 2nd and 9. Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. To the air. Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Down to about the 37. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So that one on target and adds to this first half lead.
Maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Castillo. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Castillo. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again here with Akers. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
Throwing on first down is Allen. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
On second down, it's Pollard.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard.
A beautiful fake.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now they'll throw with Allen.
The left side caught by Diggs.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Xavier Howard. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Offense back out there. They shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of them.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Allen off the play fake. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Allen again. Got his target, Samuel. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Can't go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard to the 36-yard line. Stop there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Allen to throw it. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is going to have the Bills first down, as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Allen. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Dawson Knox with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yes, multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Castillo. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Castillo. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Fielded at the 20. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Allen now on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Phillips. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And Joseph Charlton on now to punt. Watch out for Hill on the return. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Castillo, a final shot before break. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And Diggs has it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, a quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, Carrington. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Castillo now on 1st down. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
To throw is Castillo, throwing on 1st down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Castillo. And this is caught by Watkins. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Now Castillo to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Castillo. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. Back to throw. Castillo. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. They'll look to throw again, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Akers. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Going right back to Akers. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Cam Akers taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Allen going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen, that's going to be caught by Samuel. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Ooh, with a juke. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, and a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd down and 3. Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. That'll give them 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's Castillo on 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Castillo. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Castillo. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. A good pickup there. 21 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They go play action here on 1st down.
He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Three yards remain for 2nd down.
Off play action. Castillo. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Castillo on 1st down.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all, and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Castillo now from the gun on third down. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within one score.
Not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short. And they're going to go with a jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
This is your game to win, offense.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, 46 yards. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Miami set to take over. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Castillo. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. To throw is Castillo. Throwing on first down. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. A good position to be in here. 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Castillo. Flush to his right. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll go option to the short side. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Dolphins! Mike Gesicki from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
Now Allen off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
I'd like to just stay aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side, and he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
76 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Left side, Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Bills will hold on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So the Dolphins now down by 13, a little under 1:50 remaining. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Now Castillo throwing to start the drive. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Castillo.
He's got to complete to Waddle.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Here's Castillo from the gun on 3rd down. Connecting with Hill. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. It's Hill, complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Akers back-to-back catches. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically